We don't launch till March 21st. So,
all right. What's up, Streamland? It is Thursday, February 19th, and this is our 8th consecutive stream. I'm excited. We've totally done away with the whole moniker of the most inconsistent live stream comic show on YouTube, right?
I mean, in fact, you're early this week.
We're early.
I was gonna say, I was like,
day early. Well, this is a special weekend for me, folks. This is my anniversary weekend, so the missus takes priority, and I had to move it up a day. I just had to move it up a day. That's all. And we're still remaining on a weekly release schedule. All right, we're hitting it out there to the singles of people that are watching this on.
We're more on time than Hush 2 is on time.
Wow, bro, that's bad, baby. That's bad. Hush 2 is
Hush 2. I'm just going to say this: it's never finishing. Everybody, it's never going to finish because Jim is just sitting back and going, Netflix is going to buy us and shut us down anyway. So
right,
you're never going to see the end of that book,
right? Dude, I really feel that, man. I really feel that, it sucks. It sucks, but it's business, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's made his fucking money. He's out. He's out, dude.
Yeah, but you know what though? He'll get bored and then he'll start something with that money, and then it'll make millions of dollars just because it's him.
Yeah. Well, does he stay there or does he leave DC?
I don't think he has a choice, to be honest. If Netflix buys, they're cutting the heads off of that dragon, or I guess Hydra.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I mean, what has he done that's really been all that special over there? Have we had another Dark Knight? Have we had another Watchmen? Have we had anything exceptionally special come out of his tenure?
Well, yeah, we did. We had the first
books. They've been good books.
Yeah.
Right, but nothing exceptional.
Yeah, but a lot of that, I mean, that's all Dan Didio too. I mean, these guys oversaw 2 line-wide reboots in the course of 5 years. I mean, that's not just done Jim. That's also Dan because he was the top guy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also that's also comics, right? It's like it's corporate comics. You're not getting anything because why would creators want to create for them knowing that Watchmen is a thing, right? And it's a problem for Alan and that sort of stuff. So that's why all that stuff that would have been DC or Marvel or whatever is now over on Kickstarter, and they're doing their own thing, Noctera and Berserker and all that kind of stuff. Like those are all things that could have been under the DC or Marvel banners, but because of the way the creators got sort of shafted over the years,
we're still getting shafted.
Yeah. It's now it is what it is this way. So,
and that's both from big and small publishers. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
not just Marvel, it's not just DC. So
I don't know. What do you think he does? Does he go back into hiatus? Does he just say, "All right, I'm done. I'm out"? I mean, I gave him.
Honestly, he probably could go back to doing whatever the hell he wants if he wants to.
Yeah, I mean,
well, but that's the thing. I don't think he wants to do anything.
Yeah,
I mean, otherwise, I mean, if you're gonna be like, hey, we're gonna do Hush 2, let's go. This was probably the last big thing you've done in your career, like as far as like a some sort of a big project. Let's go. Let's do a sequel to it. And he's like, well, I'll get to it. Then what are we talking about?
He's going back on the con circuit. I mean, he's going to be at Baltimore. He's going to be.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can draw 30-second Batman sketches for $500 and do 100 of them a day and go home. He doesn't. That's the thing is he doesn't strike me as Todd McFarlane, right? Where he's got his empire and he's like, I want to make Spawn and I want to make this and I want to make that. He doesn't even make me feel like he's Savage Dragon, Eric Larson with Eric just I just want to make my book. Like, I just want to make my book.
Well,
Like, I don't even feel that from
he
him.
brought Wildstorm over, like with Wildcats and all that. Like he basically brought that into DC. So I don't even know if he can get that out of DC.
He probably can't. He probably
Yeah,
can't.
no,
But they even
he
did
had this
Wildcats a
property.
few years ago, and nobody cared. Like,
Nobody
it was
cared,
out,
yeah.
and then it was gone, and like it's just.
I just think he has nothing to prove.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no challenges for him. Like
Right,
he's
right.
done it. He's 61 years old, right? And I'm pretty sure he'd either be rather hang out with his grandkids than.
He's got grandkids already?
I mean, I don't know. Or kids.
One, I would think probably.
I mean, he might. I don't know. He's 61. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, he's doing his fucking thing, right? He's cut his teeth wherever he's wanted to cut his teeth.
Of
But
course.
you brought up something a moment ago, Tom, right? You said he's going to go and he's going to do his cons, right? Rob already said he's booked in Baltimore, and I forgot where else he's booked at. But he's going to do his con. He's going to do his con sketches for $500 a pop, right? That brings me to the show question for tonight. If people are spending $500 a pop for a Jim Lee sketch, is it worth smaller guys like us investing in Comic-Cons? If we know that money's not going to hit our pockets at
Well,
all,
but that's the same. It's the same thing as we know that they're going to spend $500 on Mark Hamill's autograph. It's the same thing, right?
or
So-
Jason Momoa or
right.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're it doesn't matter where you go, you're always competing at some level with high level people. Now, some shows are small enough they don't have high level people. You know, they don't have those peak people. But even if you're talking about B level people from Marvel or DC, they'll outrank us, you know, all day long, because they can say, I draw Ghost Rider or whatever, and we can't say that. So I think that there's something to the idea of, I want to go to this show, but what do I anticipate the crowd to be there for? In which case, you know, you have to decide, can I compete with a Jim Lee over there? Can I compete with this actor over here? Is there going to be money in the room for me at this con or not? And if you look at it and go, you know what, I can just see the money flowing to the superstars over there. You go, well, then this isn't my con. I'll go to the smaller cons and talk to people that are, you know, they're still at a Comic-Con. So they're clearly okay with there not being Jim Lee there. And those are the guys you want to talk to anyway. You want to be like, hey, you came here even though Jim Lee isn't here. So let me show you what my book is, and you know, do it that way.
right? Because they can't do what we do at these shows, right? Some of them can't even set up their own booths. They gotta.
Well, and if you're there for Jim Lee, also think about this: you're in line all day to meet Jim Lee, and you just spent your day. I mean, I've heard about this, like when Stan Lee was signing autographs, people would stand in line all day, get their autograph. That is their day at the con. That is all that they did. Is just stand in line for an actor or some guy like this, and that was it. So one of the advantages that we have is that when you come to our booth, generally speaking, there's nobody there. That sounds terrible, but you know what I mean. Like, you walk up to our booth, it's not like there's a line for us.
Yeah.
So you can walk up to our booth. Maybe there's a couple people looking, but like, you have that ability to have that interaction with an actual creator versus, hey, Jim, here's the thing. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
And there's your $500, right? Like, that's it. So that's the advantage that we have, is we get to become our own little mini event for those that are willing to, you know, stop by and say, oh, like, what is all of this?
And it feels so much more personal. Like, I remember being so disenfranchised by my times meeting. Like, I met Stan Lee twice, right? And neither time did I get even a chance to say hi, thank you, and shake a hand. It was, you got to keep going. You got to move down the line, say hi and bye, you know, kind of thing. Like, it's so, you know, when you get that level, it's ridiculous, you know?
I'm pretty sure also by the time you got to see him, he was not well.
No, that depends. I mean, when, you know.
Well, no, because I saw him in Pittsburgh Comic-Con, but this was like 30 years ago. And, you know, he was still very active, moving around. He was Stan Lee. You know what I mean? He was still Stan Lee. Whereas in the last 10, 15 years, not so much. You know
I mean,
what
it was probably like 15, 20.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So maybe you hit him at a good point then.
It was like towards, I think it was right before the fall, if you will.
That's cool, yeah.
I knew he was not good when somebody at New York Comic Con bought my poster, stood online, and got Stan to sign a poster with my stuff on it. And
Well, my understanding is that Stan would sign anything.
he
No, seriously, he would.
I
He would
know,
sign
dude. He signed it. They gave him their certificate of authenticity. The guy posted it online, tagged me, and I'm like, "Yo, my man, I'll buy that off of you." I mean,
He knew what he was doing. You saw a sucker.
he didn't sell it to me. He didn't sell it to me, but it's like, yo, I mean,
I offer to sign other people's books too, but I haven't had that. No one said, "Sure, go ahead and sign my Spider-Man book" yet. That hasn't quite happened, but
I do have to say though, one of the coolest things that like he like my cousin had like this plaque of like the Wolverine claws, like it was like the leather gloves from the movie, the original one back in the like the first one.
Yeah.
And it was like this plaque that had like the leather gloves with the claws, right? And he brought that for him to sign. And I was like, that's pretty sick.
Nice. I had a buddy who had a PS4 that was themed for the Batman, one of the Batman Arkham releases. And he would go around with the case, right? Just boom, he unscrewed the top, and he would take it and try to get as many different Batman creators to sign off on that.
Nice.
That's his piece, man. That's his thing. You know, he doesn't even play the PS4, but that's the centerpiece at his place, man. You know, you guys got anything like that, like the Wolverine claws or that? Or
I have a Daryl vest that I was having all the Walking Dead characters, the actors sign each feather. Until my wife and I in 2016 went to Walker Stalker Con in Atlanta and stood in line for hours. Like for like all of these different, like we thought, oh, this would be one we'll be able to get, you know, it wasn't like going to Pittsburgh where you can wait in line for like 20 minutes and get like one or two of the people. It was like when you go there, I mean, it was like the lines galore because that was like the Walking Dead convention. After that, like my wife's like, all right, I'm not doing cons anymore. I mean, like I remember sitting waiting for like the guy who played Abraham on a Friday, waited for 4 hours in his line. Yeah. And then we never saw Andrew Lincoln or Norman Reedus because their lines were longer and like they were hidden behind like these. They had them in like kind of tented areas inside the con. It was just it was.
Those are the money makers, man.
Well, that was just it. They were bringing in the money, and I think that was like the end of their like the beginning of the end for them because like after that they shortly petered off because people were getting pissed about like how it was handled.
Well, I know at one point Norman Reedus had an $80,000 minimum. So if he didn't make $80,000 at the event signing in signings, the convention had to make sure they cover the difference, right? And he was the top, so nobody made more than him. Maybe Andrew Lincoln was close, but Norman Reedus was 80 fucking grand. So imagine that Norman Reedus, Andrew Lincoln, maybe 70, maybe 65. Right, for a minimum. Do a couple others right down the list, right? The 4s, the 5s, the 6 people on the call list, and they're making upwards of 50 grand minimum per event. And you got all at one show. Woo.
That's a firm hard pass.
Woo, boy.
Yeah, I remember at Madison Square Garden show. This had to be mid '90s. Buddy, I was at this show vending. My friend shows up, an artist, and he's like, because the only reason he came by is because Billy D. Williams was there signing.
Okay.
And he had 2 bottles of Colt 45. He said, and I was like, what are you gonna do with those? He was like, I'm gonna get Billy D to sign these. And it's hilarious because he went up, he paid, it was like, and the thing is at the time, the signature was like $20, $25, right? And Billy D signed them. Okay. And I remember about 2, maybe 3 years later, right? Because there were people online, they were like, oh shit, if I should have thought of that. Everybody was saying that, right? Because everybody had, Star Wars memorabilia. Maybe 3 years later, I saw Billy D at another convention and he would not sign any Colt 45 bottles.
Really?
Yeah. That was funny. Yep.
I know if Bruce the Shark was real, Tom would have been all over him getting a signature from it, right?
There you go.
I'm surprised Tom didn't get the animatronic head from the Jaws right after they took it out.
Oh, or from that car dealership.
Yeah.
That they had it posted all the way up. Come on, Tom. Come on, bro.
Signatures don't mean anything to me like that.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, the
I
only
don't mind
Tom
getting
was
them.
like-
Like I've had personal experiences with actors and actresses and stuff where it's like cool. Like I'm talking to you, yeah, and they're like, "Hey, you want a signature?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool," and they give me a signature. But I don't like go get in lines and like meet actors and actresses and stuff. Like I don't. It just doesn't.
So hold on a second. You're telling me that if Sebastian Shaw was still alive and he was setting up a boat on your lake, you wouldn't go out
Who the
there?
fuck is Sebastian Shaw?
Quint. Oh no, it's not Sebastian Shaw. Excuse me. Sebastian Shaw was the guy who did. Oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ! Sebastian Shaw was the guy who did Darth Vader Unmasked. Oh my God.
Sebastian Shaw. No, I don't want Sebastian Shaw's autograph. No, that's the answer to that question. That's the answer to that question. Robert Shaw.
Robert Shaw.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Listen,
Well, no, again, like
it's bro. Come on.
it's not that like I don't want an autograph, but it's all situational. It's like I wouldn't go get in line for like I could go get Hooper's autograph if I wanted to stand in line because he's the only one of the three that's still alive, right? So but I don't want to do that. I don't want to just stand in line for hours to have him go, "Hey, get a goofy Jaws thing," and then walk away. Like there's no value in that to me. So even when I've met like actors and stuff, it's usually before or after the show before it opens or after it closes, and we're all just kind of in a space. And then I'll just go wander down and like when I met PJ Souls from Halloween, I went down there and I didn't even know really what to say. That's the other thing. I was like, what do you do? Like, how do you, I'm such a big fan. Like they've all heard everything that you could possibly say. So I just went down and gave her a book. I was like, I'll sign this Ursa Minor book for her and I'll give her my werewolf book. And I was like, hey, I enjoy Halloween. It's really fun. I do this horror thing. Want to give this to you. And she was like, what? She flipped it all around on me. She was like, you make this? How do you make this? And like, she was asking me all these questions about what I do. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? But we had like that cool interaction. And like, I was like, this is awesome. And she was like, so can I give you a signature? And I'm like, sure. That's not the goal, but sure. And so she's like, well, tell me what you want. And I was like, well, that one. She signed it. And, like we swapped items,
Yeah.
So I've had really cool interactions with people like that I have the moment to put with it rather than just like being raced through a line. And so in that situation, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the last big one that I had encounter was at Boston Comic-Con. I've said this story before. It's like I saw Bernie Wrightson for the last time that I saw. But I saw him and I was like shocked that he was at the show. And I was like, he didn't look well. And I'm like, let me buy something from him because I'm probably never going to see him ever again.
Okay.
And I got him to sign. I brought a print. He signed it for me. I thanked him, left. He passed away 6 months later.
Damn.
Yeah. So.
Damn.
Yeah, like I've got Gillian Anderson's signature from the X-Files. I was at her first ever signing. But it was great because the line was stupid because everybody in the entire event was basically in line for this thing. So it was like thousands of people. And they had said, like, we were standing out there like, we're going to get a signature. Yeah. And the dude starts walking down and he's like he's counting, right? And we're like, what the fuck? And he gets to about 5 people ahead of me and he's like, okay, this is the cutoff. We don't know if anyone passes cutoff, we'll get a signature. And we're like, yeah, man, fuck her. And but Jillian decided to stay until everybody in line got a signature.
Oh, that's cool.
So she was great, but when I got up to her, she was literally like, Gillian Anderson, get away from me. Like that's it. Like I got to get through a lot of these fucking signatures, but we were all happy because she did that for us. So even though we were in that rush through. At least she was gracious enough to be like, I know why they're here, and I'm gonna take care of everybody. So that was great.
Ron's commenting over here that I never look well. That's how I make my sales. Yes, Ron. That's how we do it. That's why I load up on whiskey so I don't look well. We're going for the sympathy sale. That's the gimmick. You know, we're at New York Comic Con. You gotta fight. You know, for every last penny, baby. So that's how it works. Antonio's refund. What's up, Bob? How we doing, man?
Yeah.
And going back to Green Knight and Burks. Yes, Thursday, brother. It's my anniversary weekend with the missus, so I'm going to be away for a few days.
So a funny story. Well, not a funny story. A really cool story about Jim Lee. To bring it back. One time he was doing a signing at Midtown Comics.
Okay.
I think it was on a free comic book day, and they had a line going down the block. He had already signed for, like they said, 3 or 4 hours, and he was ready. That's all he was committed to. But there was still a bunch of people online. So he said, all right, everybody, I'll sign one book for everyone. Everyone hold up your comic in front of you. And he went down the line signing everyone's comics as he was leaving. Yeah. So everybody got a signature, but man, they say he was speed running it. You know,
that was like not Mile High. What did they call the Golden Apple? Golden Apple Comics in Hollywood back when Image popped. They had all of the debuts for the books. All of them were there. So Rob, Todd, Silvestri, like they all did it. They all came in when their book came out and did a signing. So we went down for all of them, and it was the same thing. It was just like, yeah, it was a little more mellow. It was a little more, hey, thanks, great, we love the book, and blah blah blah. But then Todd wouldn't stop talking to people. Like Todd would somebody would hit him with something, and he would stand up and and we're all standing in line like, motherfucker, you better not send us home after talking to these guys for 20 minutes each time. Yeah. But he was putting out that personal effort to kind of almost anybody that came through. He was very, very thankful. Like, glad you're here. Thanks for coming. Where'd you come from? You know, that kind of stuff, just to kind of put a little bit of something on it, a little bit of butter on the bread, because he knew we were literally down out around the block. You know, it was ridiculous. So everyone else, it was sort of a quickie motion, but Todd wanted to let you know that he was appreciative.
Very cool.
Really cool.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. Well, I want to show that I'm appreciative, right? And if anybody is coming to this live stream from the Vicky Sticks update, you'll know that I'm giving away this tonight to 3 different people, right? If you are a physical backer, this will be added to your reward at no extra charge, right? This is the Unstoppable Comics Character Guide. So if you like the old DC Who's Who or the old Marvel Universe Handbook, that's what we got going over here. This is 100 pages thick, baby. All right. If you're a digital backer, you'll get the same thing. You don't need to upgrade to a physical reward. All right. So I'm gonna roll the dice or spin the wheel for the first winner. So here we go. I got 88 backers. So we're running it. Share the screen. Here we go. The famous free wheel. All right, we got 88 backers in here, and we're gonna spin it. Lucky backer reward number 1 will be going to.
It's gonna be 19. It's number 1.
It's
wow.
That sucker's rigged right there. You don't have
this is not
rigged.
That's amazing.
It will be if it's number 2 or 3 after.
Now watch. The next one is gonna be 88.
It's not rigged at all. It's just not a joke.
Not at all. No, not at all. No rigging here.
It's not rigged. All right. So I just want to show who backer number 1 is.
Everything is real.
Oh my God. You're going to fuck me over here, bro. Come on. Backer number 1 is a digital backer in Symmetry Creations. So that's Matt Knowles. I'm giving away some free to a Dolphins fan, bro. To a Dolphins fan in my division. Yeah. So Matt, I know you don't watch tonight, brother, but you just won a digital copy of the Unstoppable Comics Character Guide, brother. All right, number one. Okay. Damn. You know, you guys, come on, man. Don't blow this for me. I don't got enough to send out to everybody.
Nobody
all right.
to rig the game, bro.
I didn't rig nothing. All right. Don Rosa does his signings like that. All right. And then we got Die Hard 3.75. I just got off work, had to drive home. Hope I won. I'm sorry. We got 2 more drawings. Hopefully, you are drawing number 2 or drawing number 3. All right. The first one went to Matt Knowles over there at In Symmetry Creations. Oh my gosh! All right, guys, that's a nice palate cleanser, right? That's how we get the day going. Look, I'm giving away something for free, right? Come on, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm saying that the stuff that I've worked on.
Finally, you've just been giving away digital shit all this time.
Yeah, well, no, this is going to be digital also. This is going to be digital.
You're not going to send him the book?
No, Matt did a digital reward.
Oh well, he did a digital reward. He can get a digital book, but if someone's got a physical book,
Well,
they're going to get the physical book.
Okay,
yes.
that's good.
Yes.
That's
yes.
good.
Does that mean 3 books are still up for grabs then?
That means 2. No, that means 2 more rewards are going up for grabs. Right? We got 88 backers.
All 3 of these are going to be digital hits.
Oh,
that's the rig right there. That's the rig.
I got listen. I got no problem doing anything physical, right? and something that's coming up physical is going to be, I believe this is going to be the card from Rob in his next campaign, right? Because we've unlocked already 3 of the creator crossover cards. Is this one that we're looking at?
That is one of them.
That's one of them. That's going to be the first of your 2 releases, bud?
Yeah, that'll be for the Snowpaw Volume 1 that's coming out.
Okay. So that's 5 cards that have already been revealed in this 9-card set, everybody. All right. If you have not picked that up yet, the cards for Tom's campaign, the card for Calderon's campaign, and the card for my campaign have all been unlocked. And just because Tom's campaign is over does not mean you cannot get your hands on it. We still have late pledges going on. All right. And there's also all the books are set up for late pledges. Mm-hmm. And all late pledges will be going through December. When is this one going to go live, Rob?
This one goes live tentatively April or May.
And that is, you got the pre-launch page for that one up?
Yeah, that's
the first one you sent, or the second one?
Second one, yeah.
The second one. So let's show everybody what that campaign is. All right. And what is the stretch goal reward set up for this one, brother?
But so if I hit 10K, it'll probably be the first 1,000.
Okay.
For stretch goal.
Okay. Did I open it? I opened it. No, it didn't show up yet. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a pre-launch page. I don't have much up there yet.
Okay. Something's better than nothing, right? So that crossover card will be available here in Snowpaw Volume 1, 19th Century Scottish Female Werewolf Fantasy. You want to give everybody a little bit of heads up on this, Rob?
Yeah, so Snowpaw is a story about a young woman who is born on a farm in the 19th century Scotland. Her father has her betrothed to a rich man's son to save their family farm. And during their engagement party, she is noticed by a high-class werewolf that she also, unbeknownst to her, is a werewolf. And the werewolf and his pack follow her back to her family farm and attack and trigger her first transformation.
Nice. All right. How many pages is this going to be, bro?
So this collects the first 4 issues. And then there's also going to be 16 additional story pages that weren't in the single issues, as well as cover and pinup art. So it'll be a total of 152 pages.
152. God damn, baby. Way to pack that in, brother. Way to pack that in. How much is that going to go for?
What's that? So the soft cover will go for 30 and the hardcover will go for 50.
Way to be, baby. Way to be on that, brother. All right. So, folks, that's it. Look, if you are following us on YouTube and Facebook, the links are right there in the comments. So jump on there. And you said it goes live in April?
Yes, or May, depending. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. And folks, that's going to include the 5th card in our trading card set. So jump on it, folks. All right. You'll find more about that later on. Somebody else is also running a campaign, Mr. Calderon, and he has card number 2 in this crossover set. Here we go, baby. What's up, kid? Let them know what's going on.
All right, so this is a catch-up campaign. So there's Dreamweavers 1 and 2. Dreamweavers is about 4 kids who, whenever they go to sleep, they wake up in the bodies of their role-playing game characters. There's 4 of them, and the world is currently is under siege by a demon horde, and the kids are fighting. And that's the basic plot. There's a lot of shenanigans going on. There's a lot of subplots that go on, and it's just really a mouthful. But this is a project that's special to me because I started this in the early 90s with my friend Matt Lunsford. He's the artist. He's the guy I worked with on Tenchi Muyu, La Blue Girl, a bunch of other stuff. And we're bringing it back so we could finish it. We got through the first 3 issues. He's currently working on the 4th issue, and we're looking to get this sucker done. You know what I mean? This is going to be one more complete project. We just didn't want to leave it hanging out there because Dreamweavers is special to us. So we have a lot of sexy covers, as you can see.
A lot of sexy covers, baby.
A lot of sexy covers.
Disgusting.
But this is some of the artwork by Matt Lunsford. And the other thing is, it's been fully remastered. I relettered the entire thing, and it's been colored for the first time. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so the original release was black and white. Way to go, bro.
Yes. The original release was in black and white.
Way to go, baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you got 10 more days to go in the campaign. You've already hit your funding goal.
Yep.
And you've already unlocked the stretch goal over here. That includes card number 2 of 9. Way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who haven't seen the other 4 cards, that's it right down here. All right, Tom's is right there in the middle with Gail. This is Marvin's coming up later on in March. This one is mine, which has already been unlocked. And here we go with Calderon's. Okay. Now, just want to take a quick look over here at Tom's because it didn't show up. God damn it.
You have to turn that one off.
Yeah, I got to turn that one off. All right. Just because it is over does not mean you cannot jump on it. All right. It doesn't show.
You're on the wrong thing. You got to go to campaign.
Yeah, you're on the updates. You got to go to the.
Yeah, you're on updates.
You got to go to the.
Hold down.
Go to campaign.
Yep. There we go. Okay. Hello. There we go.
Damn. You say I need a producer.
I know, bro. I know. This is what happens when I don't drink during a stream. You know what I mean, bro? Come on. All right. So this ended last week. Did Tom hit the magic number? No, he didn't hit my magic number. God damn it. Tom, I needed you to hit that 15, baby. I needed that 15, bro. Son of a gun.
You'll have to do more marketing for next time.
I have to. Here we go. So if anyone is still interested, you can get your hands. How many more are available in the late pledges, brother?
Right there, that one right there.
Just this one?
No, that's what you picked.
Oh.
Yeah, you're viewing as a backer.
Hey.
So that one right there you can grab.
Okay. All right.
And then I'll be doing a second I'll be doing a second card. It'll be, I don't know, the 5th or 6th in the set, however it breaks down. And that will be coming in May for me for Goth Day. It'll be part of Goth Day. It'll be my second card.
All right. So the link to that is in the comments as well. Goth Day. This is the second time you're running a Goth Day promotion, bro? Fourth. Way to be, kid.
This will be the last issue of Goth Day as a series. And then next year, the Goth world will be coming back in a new sort of concept.
Way to be. Look at that. Die Hard 3.75 has backed all 3 so far, bro.
Beautiful.
Way to be, kid. Way to be.
Thank you.
Wait till you see what the image is on the back, man. We had fun putting that whole thing together. It looks great, and if this does well, who knows what'll happen after that? Who knows? I'm not spilling any beans. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing about the multi-city signing tour. We're all together on this. We're getting a bus. And
I'm not going. I told you I'm not going to Canada. I told you I'm not going to Canada.
It's too cold.
No, it's not. You want to go to Canada in July and August. Come on, bro. And if anything, Canada's closer for you than it is to us.
I could swim across the lake and get there. I know, but I still don't want to be there.
Don't swim across the lake.
No. It takes as long to get to Tom as it does for me to get to Canada.
Got those Canadian sharks in that lake, man. You don't know what's going on.
They got the best Coca-Cola and best Oreos, hands down, man. You know what I mean? Nothing here in the States is going to beat their Coca-Cola and their Oreos.
Propaganda.
What's that face for?
It's all propaganda.
It's not propaganda. It's legitimacy. I was there. You won't go. You won't go to Canada, and you won't go to New York. I don't know why.
No, absolutely not. I go to New York. I don't go to New York City. I will go to New York West. West and Central.
There's no West and Central.
Yeah, West and Central.
There's just New York City, Tom.
Yeah, there's just New York, bro.
Bro, and what's that all about? That part of New York that's above me in Pennsylvania?
It doesn't really exist.
Those are Patriot fans, Rob. We don't respect them.
What are you talking about? I'm south of Buffalo. Those are Bills fans.
No, not all of them. No, bro. Come on. It's only Buffalo right there, bro. Wait, I thought you were in Pennsylvania.
I am. I'm north of Pittsburgh, so I'm like 3 hours from Buffalo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's only Buffalo proper, bro. Anything else? They're all New Englanders, bro. They're all New Englanders up there. Come on, man.
That's not false. That's not false. Because the people that I know that are in Chittenango, when I go to the Oz show, a lot of them are very Patriots people. So that's real.
Not even a place.
That's real.
What,
that's not even a place. That's not even a real place.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Listen. Just because I don't like the New Englanders doesn't mean I'm not going to accept their existence, bro. They're there. They're there. I'm with it.
They're not there, man.
Of course they are. I drove through them. I saw them. I saw it. Right?
I'm telling you, it's a figment of your imagination.
Listen, I mean, I drove across all that to get to Boston, so.
That's hard. That was hard, yeah.
A 10-hour drive, man.
And it all looked like Scranton. I just felt like I was driving through the opening of The Office. I mean,
except that was filmed in California, so none of that counts.
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't look like actual Scranton, and Scranton is not my favorite.
The Office was not filmed in Scranton.
No, but they did the exterior shots in Scranton, didn't they?
No,
I mean they
could building. That's a building in like Van Nuys or something.
Really?
Yeah, that's just as real.
The magic of the movies for Jay.
Yeah, that's as real as them doing Smallville, not in Kansas.
Wait, it wasn't filmed in Kansas?
It's filmed in Canada, and it looks like Canada. It does not look like Kansas.
Okay, all right. We're talking about Kansas. I want to bring this back to the Zack Snyder Superman for a second.
Oh, right? Dear God.
Yeah. I know. Listen,
I've never mind. I'll go to Canada. Let's not talk about it.
Thank you.
Well, listen, I've wrestled with this, right? He said
not enough.
He's a Royals fan, right? Because of Kansas City.
He said he's a Royals fan?
He said he was a Royals fan. Remember?
Zack Snyder's a Royals fan?
No, Clark in the movie.
Clark Kent is a Royals fan. Okay.
He was
because
a
of
Royals
Kansas
fan.
City. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But what about the Cardinals? I mean, they're both Missouri.
Well, but Clark was raised in Kansas.
Like the state Kansas, not
like
Kansas.
Kansas.
Right. But Kansas City is in Missouri.
Sure. Yeah. But if you're going to say he was born in Kansas and he's going to support a Kansas team, it would be the Kansas City Royals. It would not be St. Louis only because they have Kansas in the name.
Okay. So
that would be my interpretation of that.
Basically, he's like an upstate New York person rooting for the Patriots.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, listen, we got an answer. All right. Green Lantern Burks wants to know, Tom, what did Canada do to you? Show us on the screen where they touched you.
Canada. I have Canada. I have weird Canada stories. It's not that they did anything to me, but I have weird Canada stories.
Okay.
And I don't need to return.
Okay. All right. Are the same
stories were before I turned 21.
Don't need to return. Don't need to return.
Okay. Okay. Those are the same reasons why you don't want to come back to New York? I guess
I
don't want to return.
New York has its own set of I don't want to be theirs. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Traffic.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, traffic is bad. Traffic is bad. 2 hours to go 11 miles. Traffic is bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's nothing compared to California traffic. I've sat in California traffic.
Yeah.
All right. That is, I will kill you. I could walk faster than the smog can catch up to you in California traffic. And I'm a fat motherfucker. You know what I mean, bro? That's saying a lot. Guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you feel that way about Canada, Tom. Canada's a beautiful place. Things happen. I get it. Everybody has a past. They won't let you through the border, or maybe they won't let you back. I get it. I'm sorry. But I want to go back to what Rob said. 10 hours from you to Boston.
Yeah. I go up towards Buffalo, cross into New York, and go right all the way through
Boston.
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you can shoot straight up to Albany and then cut across.
Okay.
Takes longer for us.
Wait, takes longer for us to what? To get to Boston?
If you go straight up through Albany, yeah.
Because of traffic.
No, it's just a longer route. Like there's a more direct route.
The Bronx. There's literally a street in the Bronx that takes you right into Boston. It's called Boston Road, right? And it seriously, it circumvents the highway and everything. That was when they used to go horse and buggy. They used to take Boston Road all the way from the Bronx into Boston. But no, from where I'm at in the city, Boston is a 2.5 hour drive from New York, bro. It does not take that long at all.
For me to get to New York City, it's 7 hours.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What part of Pennsylvania are you in, dude?
Dude, I'm right on the Ohio border. I'm like 5 minutes from Ohio.
Yeah. Okay. How far are you from Pittsburgh?
Hour and 15, hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm the same distance. I am right in the middle. I can go to Cleveland, Erie, and Pittsburgh all within the same amount of time. All I got to do is hop on either 80, go one way or the other, and then go up or down on 79 and for Erie and Pittsburgh.
You all have become your parents.
With that Geico commercial? Yeah.
Yep. This is a Geico commercial happening right now. Hitting the 405, taking it over to the 8, down the 17. No one cares. I have to be the doctor right now and say no one cares.
Dude, I was talking to somebody about all the traveling I've done for conventions, and somebody else was overhearing, and they were like, "Oh, you're in a rock band?" I proudly responded, "No, I do Comic-Cons," and they just walked away. I could hear them as they were turning around and walking away from me, bro. Oh my gosh, I'm proud of all my traveling for conventions, man. I'm proud of my drives, bro. Don't take that away from me. Here to Dallas, from my door to Dallas, 27 fucking hours, bro. 27. From here to Tennessee, 18. To Nashville, actually, 18, bro. I did it. And the only place I got scared was Texarkana. Bro, Texarkana makes the South Bronx in the 80s look tame. It was, bro, I swear to you, fucking the banjo was playing. I heard the ghost of all the people that were in Deliverance just come talk to me and like get the fuck out.
You were just not ready to squeal that day, huh?
bro. We're talking about maybe about 10 years ago, right? Whatever.
No one in this room knows that reference.
What?
No one in this room knows that reference.
Yeah, people know Deliverance. Come on. All right. So
Too old. It's too
let's
old.
Let's go with an even more obscure reference then. I'm in a McDonald's, right? And when in Rome,
they'll understand McDonald's.
When in Rome, eat like a Roman. And they had biscuits and gravy on the McDonald's menu. So I said, fuck it. Let's do it. Right?
That's got to be a Southern thing.
Dude, it was Southern, but it was served on the old polystyrene McDLT containers.
Oh my God.
So you have cancer right now.
Yeah, you are dying of cancer.
You ate off of a 40-year-old McDLT.
Bro, I'm like, did they have this shit stored in asbestos? I mean, that's the only way it kept from burning. Okay, I looked at it, and I'm like,
dude, that wasn't gravy.
That was, bro, that shit was gray. You know what I'm saying? I can understand the brown and the white mix. That shit was fucking gray, dude. Oh my God. Worst stomach cramps I've had.
Dude, that'll clear you out and then kill you.
Daphne, Rob can go everywhere. No one wants to go.
I mean, I'll give you Erie on that, but like Cleveland and Pittsburgh, look, they're bumping cities, man. I don't care what anybody says.
Cleveland rocks.
Cleveland rocks. I mean, like great bands. I go to concerts to either one of those cities anytime.
There you go. And you got Three Rivers in Pittsburgh. Way to be, baby. Way to be on that. I thought it was a commercial for old people. Is us. Okay. All right. Thank you, babe. But did you do that every other weekend with 7 people in the car with boxes on your laps? Calderon, did you do that?
Yeah, we did that for years.
Good night.
That's why whenever you ask me, do you want to go to a convention? I'm very happy to say no.
Yeah, no, that's good because I don't want to pick you up or drop you off at the end of the night after I'm tired. So it's a no on both ends of the spectrum, baby. Thank you. Green Lantern Burks, Deliverance. That's right. And then
you got, you know what? I'll go to Anthrocon when it's not over the weekend of my son's birthday and I can actually get into it.
What's Anthrocon?
That's the biggest furry convention in the U.S. Yeah. And my characters would do very well there. Okay. Even though they're not technically furries.
There was one. Is it in Chicago?
That one, Anthrocon?
Yeah.
No, that's in Pittsburgh.
Okay. Because there's one that they do in Chicago. And I was visiting friends somewhere down there, and I drove down and they do it where they do the it used to be Wizard Show, Fan Expo or whatever.
No,
and so
we were Rosemont or whatever.
Yeah, right. And so we were driving down that way one day. We weren't there for anything, and there was just fucking furries on the sidewalk. Like they were just in full outfit, like wandering around like it was Comic-Con, but they were all in their furry costumes.
Oh yeah,
and Pittsburgh doing a furry con at the place.
If you're ever 4th of July weekend down in Pittsburgh and you see a furry, you know that's when Anthrocon is. Yeah. Because there's more than one of them walking around there.
But isn't it too hot for them to go?
Oh yeah, you would think so. But they have these like if they splurge a little bit more for those expensive suits, they have like these fans on the inside that they can just like aerate themselves. It's really crazy.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the fans on the inside of their mouth. I'm worried about the fans in the other indiscreet places. You know what I mean, bro?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they get pretty sweaty. I don't care who you are.
You know, so excuse me. Isn't this all about them taking care of business?
What?
You know, they drop the keys in the bowl, and whoever picks up the set, it's like, hey,
say the word. Say the word.
I just said the word with the keys in the bowl,
no,
bro.
Say the word. There's a word
that they're getting down. They're getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Say the word.
They're playing with other people's twigs and berries.
Say the word. There's a word.
It's a bangaranga. It's a bangarama. That's
no. Daphne, help him out. She knows what I'm talking about.
With the 4 letters?
Yeah. Daphne knows what I'm talking about.
JD's like
I just Midwest Fur Fest.
The Midwest Fur Fest. Okay.
That's the one in Chicago, yeah.
They fucking first. Daphne, I read that way too fast in my head, and I thought you said they fucking fruit suits, Jay. All right,
that's
so
the
listen.
fruit of the loom con is what you're thinking of there.
They take care of business. I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum at all. At all. That's your thing. That's your thing. Way to be.
I remember one of my first jobs out of college. I worked at PPG, the big glass towers down in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And I was on like the 38th of 40 floors. And during Anthrocon that week, like that, I think it was that Friday because I was, that long weekend. But I remember just looking down over the parade of them, like just rolling down the street.
Oh, they do a parade.
Oh, they do a parade, all right.
Like official, like.
Oh yeah, they march down that street, man. Proud.
St. Pat's. Okay.
Yeah, but it's the same street.
Oh shit! Wow. Okay.
In fact, it was the same street that same year when the Pens won, and they went down that same street.
Way to be. Here you go. Daphne chiming in again because DragonCon is a chaste monastery. Okay.
Oh, is absolutely not that.
Oh,
at all.
I'm pretty sure she was being sarcastic.
Oh, I know, but I think that went right over Jay's head.
Listen, I'm just reading what's on the screen.
Let me explain something to you about DragonCon. I've been to DragonCon one time. My DragonCon experience. Did you hear the story about the Olympics this year where they had like 10,000 condoms or something? They were gone in 3 days.
What?
Okay, so Jay doesn't have any knowledge of any of this. That's fine.
Listen, we already know. We've established.
That's
on anything.
That's the story, but
Okay.
that's a historical thing where all the athletes at the Olympics they bang, and it's like it's like a thing.
Okay.
It's like a thing. Yeah. So
All right.
when I went to DragonCon for the first time, I had heard these stories, and I was like, all right. Like whatever, like, and I'm wandering around and I'm looking at the thing and I'm okay. And it's in a hotel and it's very easy access to get up and down and get to the con and go up to the hotels. I'm like, all right, this kind of makes sense. And then this is where the first hint that all this was true. We had to go get Sharpies for the con. So we walked down to Walgreens and we walk in. And as soon as you get to the front of Walgreens, they have these two big buckets, right? Like to put stuff on sale or whatever. And one of the buckets is just filled with Sharpies. This is just fucking get your Sharpies. We know you need Sharpies. They're all right here. Grab a bunch of Sharpies. Okay, great. Directly next to the the bucket of Sharpies is a bucket of fucking condoms.
Uh-huh.
Like they know that you're here for condoms. Just get your condoms and go. Get out of here.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, this is real. This is really happening. And then you go to the after party. Was it Friday night? Couldn't have been. It had to have been Saturday night. The after party Saturday night is basically a meat locker of everybody. Basically, like it's a club. It's an after party, but it's a club. You may as well be at a rave. Everybody's in costume. It's cosplay. It's everything. It is a fucking meat market of. That's what you were talking about. Put your keys in the bowl and let's go do the thing. It's like, yo, this is wild. Then the third one, and this was sort of the solidified moment, was going up to my hotel, getting out of the hotel or getting out of the elevator, hanging a left to go to my room, coming down the aisle, and then to the left, I have to go to the right, but to the left is a line of people and an open hotel door. And that's all I can tell you before we get kicked off of the air, because that's what's happening. Like right there.
Wow. Okay.
So that's DragonCon. Everybody.
DragonCon. Here we go.
If you ever really want to bang Harley Quinn, you go to DragonCon.
Okay. What about Gamora? No.
Maybe.
I mean, probably
Maybe.
you just come out a little green.
Yeah. There's probably Orion Slave Girls if green is your thing. There's probably She-Hulk if green is your thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Daphne says nobody has sex at SDCC. Okay. Way to be. All right.
Because
Jay's too busy eating Canadian Oreos. Yeah, listen, Daphne, there's only one person that has my heart, and she's the one that has this on my finger. Okay. That's why I'm celebrating our life and our love this weekend, my dear. Tom accidentally walked into a gang.
I walked by a gangbang.
It was a drive-by fruiting.
It was a drive-by. Yeah, it's absolutely a drive-by because
Tom was rubbernecking.
I was unprepared for that moment. Like I was like, "Yo, that's really so obvious." Of like, Jesus Christ, like just in the hallway, just in the hallway of the hotel. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm sure some people that weekend said they were visited by the Holy Ghost.
I don't know. Jesus was probably as far from there as possible.
Not if there was somebody cosplay. I've seen it.
Buddy Christ.
There you go, buddy Christ. Okay. We're an hour into the night, right? We only got another half hour after this. So I am going to set up for another backer, right? Another winner. Here we go.
I still say it's 19.
88.
Oh, number 44.
Oh, halfway. So it's
Yeah,
144 and 88.
Oh my
88
God.
is gonna be next.
There's no conspiracy theory to this. I just picked a random wheel generator. Come on. Come on. All right, so backer number 44
Is a digital backer.
I don't know. I'm gonna find out now. Here we go. Backer number 44 is John Lamb, and he's a digital backer.
Told you it was rigged.
It's not rigged. It's not rigged. I didn't know he was a digital backer.
Saving a little shipping. It's fine.
I didn't know he was a digital backer, but thank you, John Lamb, number 44. All right. Listen, we got one more to give away tonight, and we're almost over for the night. So I will, let's pray to your gangbang gods over here and your furries and your your branded condom wrappers to maybe get you guys a physical backer. All right, so it was number 1, number 44. Okay, cool. All right, listen, things like this happen at conventions. I know. I've seen things like this. I've heard about things like this, and to each their own. As long as everybody's a willing participant, who am I to stop it? Right? We're not going to get in the way of love.
There's a lot of penicillin afterwards.
Penicillin.
That's what Walgreens should have had. They should have had a box of penicillin besides all of that.
Penicillin will kill me, guys. Penicillin will kill me. I'm allergic to penicillin.
Then don't go humping Harley Quinn because God knows.
Don't give him a turtle pizza.
No turtle pizza. No turtle pizza. Okay, so I guess to bring it back to the question, some cons are worth the investment for people. Yeah. Right? Because it's not just about the money.
Depends on how much humping you want to do. And then you go to certain cons.
Who are you going to meet? Right? Who are you going to meet? That, you know what? It's just networking by a different name. That's all it is.
You're networking something.
And you can't make fun of anybody's networks.
I honestly, like, back to the question, I feel like it depends on the con.
Okay.
Some cons are better than others. I mean,
yes.
it really is. I mean, I've been to some really great ones. I've been to some really shitty ones.
Yeah.
It also depends on your placement. I've been to great cons and had shitty placement. I've been to shitty cons and had great placement.
Yeah.
It's really all kind of a toss in the air unless you were like, listen, I'm going to be at the same spot every time. Come back and see me.
Okay. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Consistency, just like everything else, right? Consistency is what matters. The people that find you, and then hopefully they find you again the following year if you decide to go back. What would keep you guys from doing another convention, coming back?
If it was shitty.
All right, but what's shitty? You didn't like your booth neighbor. You didn't like your placement. You didn't like your.
I feel this is a universal answer. If I don't make any money, there's no reason for me to come back.
Yeah. Or if the space is so small,
the flip side of that coin, the flip side of that coin is, however, if I didn't make money, but there is sort of but I met all these people and I got that extra out of it, then you can determine like, okay, was that interaction the valuable part? And then you can make that decision. But I would say 90% of the time, if it's a shit show, you're probably not coming back.
Okay.
Just from a monetary standpoint. If like the situation itself is bad. Like last year I went to a con, I made decent money, but like because of the location, it was an expensive city, it was an expensive con, and they basically put you in like sardines, even though like most places now try to spread you out because of COVID. But like, I mean, there was no room. Like people were climbing over each other to get out of the artist alley line. Like that's how closed it was and bad. Like I mean, like I said, I made decent money, but I would never go back to that one.
Well, and my example is New York, right? I cannot stand the load in. I cannot stand the load out. I cannot stand the city infrastructure. I love the con. Like if I could just beam into the con, I would be happy to be there. It's a great show, but the effort it takes to actually do New York from an outside standpoint, like if you live there, it's different. But if you got to come in and do all of that,
hotels alone,
exactly, yeah. I mean, the hotel for your car over the weekend alone is crazy. So that to me is why I don't do New York. It's the cost is extreme, the difficulty is extreme. And the what I get inside doesn't balance the why the fuck am I here when I'm in traffic and all that.
That happens a lot. That happens a lot, right? But I can say this because it has happened to me. Because of the New York Comic Con, I have ended up on CBS. I've ended up on NBC. Sure. I've ended up on Fox.
You being arrested. I mean, if
I got on. Do you guys know who Samantha Bee is? You remember her? She was a comedian, and then she had a talk show for a while. She's an instigator type of person. I got on the Samantha Bee show because I was at New York Comic Con, and she
get out of here.
So yeah. So it's that's what I'm saying. There's bonuses, but you have to decide like is what I got out of that convention. 3 or 4 days, is it worth the fucking hell on the back end, on the front end and the back end of it? And then just the general cost, did you make money, whatever. So for me, we've always made money there, but it's never been like this windfall of like, we're coming back. I can deal with the hell if I'm rolling around in a bed of 20s. Like that would change the game for me.
But we can make more from a Kickstarter sitting at home than we could from New York Comic Con.
Well, see, that's the thing. For me, New York Comic Con, it's right. It's home field advantage for me.
Yes, and you take advantage of it, which you should.
Right, because I deal with the hell every day.
Yeah,
it makes the difficulties of other conventions seem that much smaller.
Yes,
right. I can put up with it. I can deal with it. I have a great time. Ron, you saw he chimed in on the chat earlier, right? I've met different people through there. We sign up a lot of people for the newsletter. We get great publicity. We find future collaborators there, right? And for me, I make good money there, but I make good money there because I'm not paying for the hotel, because I'm not paying for the parking, right? Because I'm not paying for the travel expenses.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Let me throw this into perspective, right? So for me to do New York Comic Con, it's $2,500, right, for the corner spot. That's a lot. A lot of people can't do that, right?
That's a single weekend in like even like Chicago, or even in like another big city. Like that's just like the whole weekend.
That's also Rob. That's also 6 days, though, right? Because if you're in there on Tuesday, you're doing business, bro.
Yeah, but 6 days at a hotel, 6 days for the car. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes, no, definitely.
At $1,000 a night, no, thank you.
Definitely. See, but then you don't want to. For me, because I'm the insider, right? You don't go stay in the city. You don't, right? You can get to Midtown from almost anywhere in 45 minutes, right?
Yeah, but now you're telling me that every day I got to ride 90 minutes out and back on a train to come to your con. Like it's
Bro,
you're just adding layers of
listen, and it's not for everybody, right? But if I want to do San Diego Comic-Con, I got to drive 45 to an hour, right? Because I'm not getting a hotel in the Gaslight.
No, Jay, no. Because you can take the train.
I didn't know there was a train.
Yeah, it drops you right at the convention center and takes you right back up to Hotel Circle. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'd be great other than the travel. You'd be great at San Diego.
Travel, right? And that for me, like Rob was saying earlier, for him to get to Boston, that's 10 hours. For me to do San Diego, right? To fly with all my merch, that's another factor, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't fly with all your merch. I mean, when I did it, like I said, I did it for 7-8 years running. We were shipping everything out.
Yeah, you would have to ship. There's no way you're flying all that.
Right.
It's too heavy.
Okay.
And
then I got to ship everything back that I don't sell.
Right.
So you just burn it.
So, the other side of that coin is the other side of that coin is I drive for 4 days. Right.
Dude, I'm right there with you. Like I said, I'm only 7 hours from you guys, but I'm still almost equidistant there.
Right. No, and I get that, right? So that makes a different kind of an investment. Am I willing to take 2 weeks to do the San Diego Comic-Con?
I will tell you that the answer is no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Right.
It's a bad.
Look, like I said, I've done a lot of shows over the years, and I'll tell you right now, for me, the most memorable thing of all of those shows had nothing to do with the show. It was all about the drive out there with all of the various friends that I went out there with. It had nothing to do with the show. Shows are just shows. We sold books. We met fans. That was nice. We met other creators. That was cool. But the hours and hours that I spent in a car with all of the various artists and all of my friends, where we're sitting around, ghost stories, telling people plots, everybody in there.
Game doing that though. Like, there's no way that any of us could do that right now.
What do you mean? Nobody can do any what?
Well, I mean, you probably could, but like, there's no way. Like, I would love to do a travel with a bunch of friends and go do that, right? But I couldn't do that. It would be either me, my wife, or my con helper, the two of us.
Well, you got to remember, like, half the time it was my wife. It was me and Daphne in the car, and it's the two of us talking, bullshitting for like 4 hours. Usually, the shows we primarily did were in Northeast, and it was primarily up to Boston and maybe down to DC. We only kept within 4 hours.
Right.
And it was just us talking all the way. But back in the day when we do it with all our friends, I mean, it was like, seriously, there was like 5 or 6 of us packed in a car, and all of us be talking shit like
that's
a
4-hour drive, right? I'm talking about from New York to MegaCon with my wife. That's 18 hours.
I know, but I'm not
18 hours is doable.
It is, but it's still a haul, bro.
It's a decent haul. But the thing is, like, if I had to do that drive now, bro, that for me is like, I go to MegaCon, I do the weekend at MegaCon, then I'm spending a week at Disney World.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So we're staying there because her parents are there, right? Her sister's there. We got family there, so we're doing something extra. Okay, that's different.
And let me tell you something. While I'm in Florida, like, if I'm in a place like that, the last thing I want to visit is my family. God bless them. But I'd be like, yo,
I can't help it, buddy. I got too much.
Yes, you can. All you got to do is go, and then do your 4 days at the parks, and then go see them. Give them 2 days.
Let me say this, right? So I'm doing Heroes Con, right? It's in Charlotte. I just found out my cousin is in South Carolina, 30 minutes from Charlotte.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, I'm staying there. That's no problem, right? Okay. Charlotte, Heroes Con is it's $9.75 for a corner booth. Okay. We're rocking and rolling with that. Terrificon in Connecticut, that's a 2-hour drive. Mm-hmm. I'm still not driving on a daily basis, but it's a 2-hour drive. It's an $800 booth for the corner. And you figure because it's a casino, a weekend.
They don't put you in a double booth corner or whatever. Because last year, just real quick, because we're on Terrificon and talking about corners, I was supposed to be on a true corner, but they put another corner in front of me and another corner behind them. That's not a corner. That's a gap.
Wait. Hold on a second. They put a corner behind you.
Yeah, they booked so many corners. So I was supposed to be on the corner at the end.
Yeah.
And they put another corner end cap in front of me and then another one behind him. So they had like back to back me and then a whole row. And then
so they had so they had 3 tables basically on the end cap.
Yeah. But what they did was they created a vacuum and a gap that was nobody's zone. Like you could hear the crowd everywhere, but that empty zone where we were at.
That's weird.
Yeah, I will not go back to Terrificon because they terrifically fucked me.
Really?
Yeah, they can terrifically go fuck themselves.
And what, you were in the A ballroom or the B ballroom?
I was in the main, like the main floor. Like everything was, where they had the exhibitors on one side, the artist alley, and then Brian Polito was over, like 2 rows over from me. Yeah.
Wow.
That sucks. Yeah.
And then down like 2, and they had the pros a little further back. Mark Silvestri was there. Like,
wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I felt that at AwesomeCon in DC. Right. So you paid premium to be by the entrance. Okay.
Well,
so you're one of the first. Yeah. Well, so the way they had it going was the entrance was the end of the arena, right? So they made the line go all the way to the end. It started all the way at the end of the arena and then worked back to the actual opening entrance to the place. Then everybody go down that escalator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was for the initial 20-minute opening. After that, escalators B, C, and D, which went all the way back down the floor, were all opened up. So that meant nothing.
AwesomeCon was the one that I said that even though I did well, I'm not going back to.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't like it.
So there's 2 off my list.
Yeah, but you don't want to be at the front of a show ever anyway. Like ever.
Why not?
Because everybody comes to a con and goes right past you. Because when they walk in, they generally have an idea of where they want to go first.
Mm-hmm.
And they will just bypass you to get to where they're going first. And then once they're in there and they're like, oh, yeah, I got my signature. That's when their convention starts. And then when they leave, they go right past you again because they're done. Right.
They got to go past you again.
So you want to be in the middle of a con as much as you possibly can so that you get cross traffic all the time.
Yeah. Just in AwesomeCon, though, our Artist Alley is a sardine can.
Yeah. When did you do AwesomeCon?
Last April.
Okay, I did it the one before. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like being in that lower level.
Oh, in DC, expensive, ridiculous. Getting out of there was bad. Was terrible.
Really? Oh no, we were out of there in 20 minutes.
Here's the only benefit of living in New York. When I go to places like DC and I go to places like Disney World, we're like, I get the check. I'm like, okay. Because it's like a normal day here.
Yeah, DC.
That's the only benefit. That's the only benefit. When I go to someplace expensive, it's like, yeah, I've seen worse in my hand.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, seriously, you got
another reason Tom and I aren't going.
And listen, I get it. It's a rough city, man. I mean, gentle souls are not allowed.
No. But I used to live.
My grandpa left the Bronx and came to Western Pennsylvania for a damn reason.
Yeah, no. But in all seriousness, though, I mean, I would always encourage anyone to come to New York because there's a lot to see. You understand? I mean, outside of
if you want to take a vacation like that, then I agree with you. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, there's I mean, it's a very foodie city, and there's a lot of places you can go to eat that are not that expensive and excellent food just about everywhere you go. And I mean,
I ended up at a diner in the middle of the night one time because we were walking back from the con, and they had a cheeseburger with macaroni and cheese on it. I was like, what in the hell is that? And so I had to get it, and it was fucking great. I was like, this is amazing.
That Guy Fieri won an award for that. So if you ever have a Guy Fieri mac and cheeseburger, bacon mac and cheeseburger,
I don't think it was his, but it was just a random place. So I never saw like Guy Fieri's house or anything like. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
But it was good.
Those are common too. I mean, there's a whole restaurant chain around here that has a mac and cheese burger. I mean, it's not that common.
Okay. But what me and Calderon want to know is, when we open up our pop-up shop, does that mean that you guys you're not going to come for the pop-up shop?
If it's outside of the city, sure.
No.
If it's on the mid to west side, sure. Bring it to Buffalo.
Yeah, there you go. I'll be there in Buffalo.
Bro,
Buffalo's an easy in and out.
Nobody wants to go to Buffalo. Nobody wants to go to Buffalo, bro.
Mhm.
I went to the biggest mall out there in Buffalo. It was. I went to where they the Anchor Bar, right? Oh my god, bro!
I'll tell you this.
I'll
tell you this. There was I had to stop one time to get gas in Buffalo, and there was a Wendy's there. So I was like, all right, I'll get gas, go get Wendy's, get back on the road. Went into Wendy's, and there was the most drop dead. How are you working at Wendy's and not a supermodel chick behind the counter? And I was dumbfounded. I couldn't order food. I was like, I can't talk to you. What are you doing here?
Love.
I was 100%. Like, I was going to go get a ring and just like, let's just wrap this up.
I would have just showed her Oz.
Holy shit. Like, so I'll say something's in the water in Buffalo, because that's something I've never experienced anywhere else in the country is that sort of like, holy shit. So, yeah.
So here's what I found out on my last day in Buffalo. Nobody hangs out in Buffalo because everybody goes across the border to drink because it's 18. You're legal over there. You're not in Buffalo.
Oh yeah, when I was in college. Yeah, when I was in college, we'd drive 2 hours from Edinburgh, which is just south of Erie, and we'd just go right across the border. I spent many a drunken night up
in
Niagara Falls, man.
But Jay, you're like 50. Why would you be interested in drinking with a bunch of 18?
I was wondering why the city's so empty. Son of a mother. If I'm 50, motherfucker, you pushing 75.
How does Canada send back a bunch of drunk 18 years old into the United States?
Because they don't want them there.
So how is there not just like cops?
Oh, you stay
ready to do their job.
Right there. You don't come, but you don't drive back when you're drunk, man. You stay.
Oh, you see, an experienced individual right there, bro.
Oh yeah, we got the like cheapest ass hotels, and we'd stay there, crash, get hungover, and drive back.
Look at that.
And you had nothing.
You guys go drink. I'm going to hang out with the Buffalo supermodel at Wendy's. That's what I'm going to do.
If you can find her again. Yeah. Somebody's probably snapped her up.
I'm sure she's still working there 5 years later. I'm positive.
From a Canadian himself, at the age of 23, I relocated with a 28-hour drive. I'm not doing that now. No. Because that's another thing, right? Those long drives, anything more than 2 hours, oh, my back is locking up, kid. I'm like, whoa.
You got to get yourself a new vehicle.
I do. I just got the Compass, bro. It's not even 3 years old. We're feeling it.
And
you know,
you can't handle 2 hours.
After 2 hours, just sitting in the same spot, I get restless. Come on, man.
Well, that's when you stop. You can get up and walk around. You can, get a drink, put some gas in the car.
Stop. You got somewhere to be, bro. You fucking go.
Unless there's a Buc-ee's, then you stop.
Unless there's a Buc-ee's?
Yeah.
Love Buc-ee's, bro. Love Buc-ee's. We drove to Joe Fest last year.
Overrated place on the planet.
What do you mean overrated?
Maybe next to Disneyland.
I don't know, man. Those pulled pork and brisket sandwiches.
Way to go, bro. Way to go, bro. A breakfast burrito, a Buc-ee's breakfast burrito with pulled pork in it.
I avoid those fucking places.
No, bro. Listen,
I've been to them, but okay. I will avoid them now.
Bro, Buc-ee's is lit up at 3:00 in the morning, like a Major League Baseball stadium.
I'm aware.
That's where you're pulling over to sleep. You know what I mean, bro? You're tired.
How are you sleeping?
You get to Buc-ee's.
I thought you got somewhere to be. Why are you sleeping?
Yeah. Come on, bro. Then you wake up. You got a bathroom there. You can wash up. Come on, man. It's fucking great. And Buc-ee's is the cleanest bathrooms ever, bro. Fucking Buc-ee's is the shit. Buc-ee's is the shit. But you know who else is well, damn it. That's a bad segue. I can't call them the shit. You know who else is going to be a winner?
Yeah, number 88, a digital backer.
No, not number 88. Hold on a second. We're gonna run it. We're gonna run it because I didn't get any
Digital
back.
backer 88. Here you go.
Did I get any back? No, I
Here's your
didn't get any
digital
back.
thing that Jay doesn't have to spend any extra money.
No, I got no problem sending it out there. All right, here we go. That's done. Number 44 is done. And if 1 or 44 pop up again, I will.
You can remove those numbers, Jay.
Yeah, I thought that happens automatically when you have one of those things.
Yeah, that's why I didn't remove it.
Okay. Well,
here
then
we
it
go.
can't pop up again. Unless you've reset the whole thing, then it will. But if you just left it open, it should remove them. Or you
Number
can,
40, you see, it's a different winner.
we didn't see anything.
yeah, we
That's
didn't
all
You
fake.
didn't see anything.
So fake.
Are you serious?
Seriously,
Not even
yeah,
showing.
You didn't pull it up, bro.
He's just pulling numbers out of his ass now.
Seriously, like talk about rigged.
Rigged. Oh,
Yeah.
You guys know StreamYard.
If this is a digital backer, it is so.
All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Because you guys didn't see it. All right, I'm doing 4 winners tonight. How about that? All right.
Well, seeing as you had 3 digital backers, a 4th digital backer is not gonna kill
Don't be
you.
a douche, bro. Don't be a douche.
So we need to go look up backer 40.
All right, I
Yeah,
will
let's-
look up
let's
back at
back
40
forty.
and whoever wins right now. All right, because this is on the screen. I don't want another faux pas. All right, so we're done. Here we go. We're gonna spin this. There you go. Circle gets the square. Here we go. And the
Circle
winner this
88.
time is number 22. All right. So
Wait,
I'm
half of
giving away
44.
4 winners. 4 winners. All right. So number 22. All right. So we're gonna look them up right now. Okay. And I want to hear shit from the cohorts. All right. Here we go. All right. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. All right. Winner number 40. George Medina. Digital backer. George Medina. A digital backer.
Not only is it digital backer, it's somebody we know.
Yeah, there's
Somebody
two.
know.
Well, there's 2 of them that are digital backers that we know.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
So
that's
that's what I'm
true,
doing.
yeah.
Listen, this is not the only week that I'm going to give away free stuff, guys. All right?
Let's
Come
see
on.
number 22. Let's see
Number
what this
22
digital backer is
Who's
all about.
22?
All right, number 22
Oh, okay.
is a physical backer.
Wow.
Pounds the buck.
Yeah, because that was the unplanned one.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
You guys are great. But listen, I gave away 4 prizes tonight. All right, 4 prizes. And listen, you're joking, you're laughing, but none of these guys got to spend extra money on this, man. You know what I'm saying? They backed us, and they're getting stuff for free, man. You know, isn't that what this is about?
It's like playing one of those freemium games on your phone.
Yeah, they didn't have to spend money on this. Right? Green Lantern Birch was bringing up Samantha Bee from the Daily Show, and he also brought up you were on Full Frontal. Was that the
Yeah, that was her show. Yeah, that was her show. That's what I got interviewed for.
Okay, cool. And BMD Nerd chimes in. What? You can't talk comics on a Thursday? Okay, we were talking. We were talking other
furries.
stuff.
Talking
we were talking furries.
Yeah.
Bro, you weren't here in the beginning, BMD. Bro, these guys went in like they went off the deep end. Who knew? That was
Daphne was out there throwing shade, so we went down the rabbit hole.
had to chime in with all of that. We had to chime in with all of that. All right, but look, I gave away 4 backers for my book, The Dead Princess Vicky Sticks. Excuse me, I gave 4 backers rewards. Let me rephrase that.
Bonus
Right.
rewards.
Bonus rewards, things that they didn't have to spend extra money on. My way of saying thank you for jumping on so early. All right. Vicky Sticks will be going on for another 21 days, folks. 21 days. And for anybody who has not backed it yet and is here with us on the stream, just like the others, the link is going to be right here in the comments. All right. Now that I said all of that, we're going to be getting out of here in a minute. Before we do, I'm going to ask.
Not running till midnight?
No, we're not running till midnight.
He's got to go to work tomorrow.
No, tomorrow I'm not. I'm on vacation, actually.
Well, then you're fine. We can keep going.
So this
yeah, you guys can keep going. My wife will be in here pulling my ear.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
You can go. But next Friday, we go back to the regular scheduled time. I hope you guys can join us. Before we get out of here, let's tell you where you can find them. Starting with Mr. Calderon.
Oh man. Let's see. I don't know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those different places. TheOswaldChronicles.com, TallTalesOnline.com, and currently on Kickstarter this week and this Monday. The Oswald Chronicles launching one more time.
All right. Way to be. Rob, where can they find you, brother?
Yeah, you can find me on pretty much any social platform under @Lone Wolf Comics, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the usual suspects. You can find me @Rob Malteri on those three, and lonewolfcomics.com is where you can go learn about my titles as well as pick up some back issues, and then follow along for some. Sign up for the email list and go get yourself on there so you can find out when the latest books go live on Kickstarter or where I'm going to be at my next cons.
Way to be, brother. Tom, where can they find you, kid?
BigDogInc.com. Go get your books.
Yeah, way to be. Way to be. You can find me at Unstoppable Comics, unstoppablecomics.com. You find all of our social media links there. Next Friday night, you can find us back again, or anybody who's here, definitely welcome. Comic Book Streamland Friday, 8:00. Sometimes I'm hanging out with Mr. Calderon on his Sunday show. And please check out the Dead Princess Vicky Sticks on Kickstarter for another 21 more days. Thank you. Have a good night. And don't forget, drop that stack of unread comics on open Kickstarter packages on the like, subscribe, and share buttons. Talk to you later, everybody.
Have a good night.
I almost hit the leave stream.